with me. How's everybody doing on this wonderful, wonderful Monday morning? I want to say God bless to each and every one of y'all. Hopefully, you're having a wonderful morning. But it starts with waking up in the morning, so that's a blessing. That's a start. You got to smile when you wake up every single day. It's a blessing. All right, now let me say this as a big time Minnesota Viking fan. I'm disappointed in the loss. I'm not going to sit here and act like, yes, the season ain't over, right? I'm not giving up. We're going to win some, we're going to lose some. But for me, it's the way we lost against the Eagles. I want to talk about that. And I'm also going to talk about JJ McCarthy. He needs to play against the Chargers. Period. JJ McCarthy needs to play against the Chargers. Um, I just feel I know it's short week. We're going, short week, Thursday night football. The pressure, the brights are light, the brights are the brightest, prime time game, etc., etc., etc. My whole thing is this. If he is healthy enough, I truly feel like you need to put him out there. The whole narrative around JJ McCarthy is kind of, I'm not going to say it's funny to me, but a lot of people respectfully think that we're rushing JJ McCarthy. He missed his whole entire rookie season because of an injury. He missed a few weeks this season due to an injury. My whole thing is that's because he was injured. Why, in my opinion, that's why he's not playing. Not because he got benched. It's not a talent thing. I say that over and over because I want people to understand where I'm coming from. It's not a talent thing on why JJ McCarthy's not playing. Now I'm not sure what's going to happen. I feel like at this point of the season, I feel like you got to put him out there just to see what you have at quarterback. He has to get some type of like experience. Last year, not trying to bring up Drake May. He played a few games, didn't look the best. He wasn't the best, but he played. He got experience. Caleb, last year, he didn't look the best, but he got experience. Jaden Daniels looked the best, and Bo Nix looked pretty darn good as well. But the only way you can see what you have at that number one position in the NFL is the quarterback position. The only way you can see what you have is experience. And if the man is healthy to play, we can't sit here and just want veteran quarterbacks year after year to just play for just to pretty much take playing time away from our quarterback that we want to be our franchise quarterback. Do you want him to be our franchise quarterback, or do you want him to be a bench warmer and wait for the third? It's gonna keep going year to year. At the rate that some people are thinking, they're like, well, we're not gonna rush him. Let's just wait another year. Let's wait another year. So the time he finally gets to start, his whole rookie contract is going to be going. His whole rookie contract is going to be done. And we're still not going to know if this man is able to play at the highest level. I always try to tell people, listen, I'm not saying it doesn't matter what you do in college, but at the same time, college is not the same as the NFL. High school is not the same as college. There's levels to the game. In order for you to find out what you have to put him out there. You cannot baby him forever and ever and ever saying that we're rushing him when he sat a whole season last year. It'd be different if he played last year and he's looking just horrible and y'all want to use the excuse that we're rushing him. He sat all last year. You get what I'm saying? And like I said, I know there's other aspects of why quarterbacks are not successful or not, or they're successful or not successful. It's the coaching, it's the play calling, it's injuries, it's the talent on your team. I know Bo Nix has a lot of talent on his team. He has a better play caller, has probably a better defense with the Broncos. Who else? Who else is playing good? Drake May. Their defense is playing good. The Patriots defense is playing pretty darn good. Drake May is looking very good. I know there's different variables on why these young quarterbacks are playing good. Even Jackson Dart yesterday, I forgot who the Giants lost to. The Giants lost to I think the Broncos, last second field goal, I believe, 33-32. The Giants had the Broncos, bro. They could have literally beat the Broncos. Jackson Dart is a rookie. This is his first season. So why do we as Viking fans make these excuses where we don't want to rush JJ McCarthy? It's not rushing. You have to play him at one point. You can't just have him, you cannot let him sit and never play. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to everybody. We got Cody Fooling. What's good with you? Fire KOC 1 for 6 in red zone. He doesn't want to run the ball. He is the Mike Zimmer of the offense, but he just passes and he doesn't run the ball. And you know what? And shout out to you. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Make sure you double tap the screen, hit the like button, double tap the screen, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We're going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. Whether you a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. Everybody is welcome to this YouTube channel. I always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. But let me get to this comment. I think this is a very good point. I feel like we didn't utilize the run game in the red zone, which I have no clue. I even said when I was doing the play-by-play, I said, this is a 4 down. Let's just run the ball and let's see if our offensive line can bully the defensive line of the Eagles. Why not try that? Why not put the defensive line of the Eagles on their heels like, oh, they trying to bully us. Yeah, yes, we are. Instead of going for a first down, throwing a pass, and then it's like it's grounding penalty. It's just so many different things that is just like doesn't make sense to me when it comes to the play calling. As you get closer to the red zone, as you get into the red zone, we get stagnant on offense, and it's because of play calling. So I 100% agree on what everything you just said, bro. Is play calling. Run the dang ball. What is that? What is the point of drafting Donovan Jackson in the first round? What's the point of having one of the best left tackles in the NFL? What's the point of having one of the best right tackles in the NFL? What is the point of going after Will Fries? What is the point of all this? If you're not going to, you can't always pass all the time for success. I know we have Justin Jefferson. I know we have Jordan Addison and TJ Hockenson, whoever, on the wide receivers, tight ends, whatever. But at the same time, make it easier for your offense, bro. We haven't scored a touchdown. Listen, the only reason why we scored a touchdown against the Eagles was a trick play that didn't even look like it was a touchdown. That's how bad it is when it comes to the Vikings. When as we get closer to getting the TD, we act like we don't know what the heck we're doing. Penalties, holding penalties, stupid passes, just a whole bunch of stuff. But the number one thing, I will agree with my guy. The number one reason why we lost to the Eagles was play calling, because the red zone play calling was absolutely horrible. Let's just keep it real. People want to say, oh, you're being a hater of KOC. No, I'm not being a hater of KOC. I like KOC. But the one thing about us Viking fans, we got to be able to call out when we call it like we see it. Stop being so, oh, we can never criticize of our team. We got to be, whatever our team is going through, even bad, we can't say nothing wrong about our team. No, we got to be able to see what we want to say and talk about it. We can't just sit here and be like, oh, well, KOC, even though he was in the red zone 6 times and 5 field goals, we shouldn't criticize him. No, that man, we trying to win a Super Bowl. Are we not trying to win our first Super Bowl in our history? Being a Minnesota Viking fan, are we not trying to win a Super Bowl in our history? We are. We are trying to win our first Super Bowl in our history. So therefore, we should be able to talk our talk. He said, what do you think of your guys' record going to be at the end of the season? I think our record at the end of the season to be continued, because I don't even know how to even answer this question, because there's so many things that's happening right now. We have some of the fan base wanting to sit JJ McCarthy for the whole season. You have some of the fan base that's like, yo, we have to see what we got in JJ McCarthy. I think it all depends on who's the quarterback. And if JJ McCarthy is our guy that we think he is, which I believe in JJ McCarthy, listen, I'm not one of those Viking fans saying he's a bust. No, JJ McCarthy was not my first choice at quarterback in the 2024 NFL draft. But since he's been drafted, I've been rocking with him. No one can tell me I haven't been rocking with JJ. My first choice was Drake May. My second choice was Michael Penix and Bo Nix. But at the end of the day, we drafted our guy, JJ McCarthy, and I'm rocking with him. So it all depends on our quarterback play, our play calling. But let me get to what I was saying. So the number one reason why we lost to the Eagles is play calling. Number two, turnovers. Those two interceptions in the first half by Carson Wentz was by far the most, I'm trying to be nice, y'all, was terrible. It was just terrible. Let's just keep it real. It was terrible. Terrible turnovers. And even with all that, we still wasn't down by a lot of points. We was only down by like 5 points at halftime or something like that. And we got the ball after halftime. We got the ball. We started with the ball in the second half, but we still didn't capitalize all like that. So it's just amazing to me. So our defense held it down for a while. So it was the turnovers, the play calling, and I feel like there was just missed opportunities. Justin Jefferson dropping that ball in the end zone. I understand Cooper DeJean made a good play on the football. At the same time, Justin Jefferson, I always say you're the best wide receiver, and I think you are still the best wide receiver, but that's a play you have to make, bro. There's no reason why a second-year corner can be able to stop you, bro. There's no reason a second-year corner, I don't care how good he is, should be able to knock the ball from your hands. I know it was a tough catch, but at the end of the day, Justin Jefferson should have made that catch. So missed opportunities, that's a missed opportunity. When we was close to the goal line to get a touchdown. I think we needed like a first down and it was like 4 yards away. We just was the grounding penalties, just stupid stuff that the Vikings were doing all game long pushed us back. It was always something that happened, bro. So it was just a lot of missed opportunities and not capitalizing on the good performance overall by the defense early on. Then the defense just got torched closer to in the second half. The defense held their own in the first half. It was the second half because our offense could not do a dang on thing. If we would have turned out and got at least 2 touchdowns, we would have won this game. But the problem is we could not finish. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We going live for absolutely every Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. Whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. It's definitely going down over here. Everyone, I have to say this, man. This is one YouTube family, and I always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us, and I truly feel that way. So if you feel on the vibes, consider subscribing. But make sure, y'all, double tap the screen, hit the like button. Can we get 10 likes on the live stream? Shout out to everybody that's in the building. What do you have to say about the Minnesota Vikings? The Minnesota Vikings are struggling big time. We are a 500 team. The season is not over by any stretch of the imagination, but it's looking bad. It's looking bad right now. It's not over. The season is not over. I am not saying that this season is over. So I don't want any Viking fans saying you're being extra negative. No, I'm being real. I'm being real. The season ain't over, but it's at the rate that we're going, we're falling apart because our play calling looks so suspect, bro. It looks suspect. Coming to the Vikings after Thursday, where he should have been to begin. Oh, you ain't lying. And McCarthy on the Vikings is my dream as a Michigan. Oh, wow, you're a Michigan fan? Hey, listen, bro. That dream ain't coming true, though. We got half of what your dream is. We got JJ McCarthy. We don't got the coach, though. What up, Battle? What's good, brother? Heavy hitters in the building. What's good with you, my guy? Go, Pack, go. Hey, listen, man. Packers won. The Bears won. The Lions played today. My whole thing is this, man. Who they play? Who the Lions play today? They play a good team, right? I think the Lions. Who the Lions play? I can't even remember who the Lions play. The Lions play the Buccaneers. So we gonna hope the Buccaneers can get that dub. Please get that dub. Do not let the Lions win this game. Please don't let the Lions win this game. That means every team in our division won. We're in last place in our division right now. What's going on, everybody? Everybody, make sure you double tap that screen, hit the like button. Please double tap the screen, hit the like button. He wants to play what I call quarterback ball. Just throw that. What he is, a quarterback, not a head coach. Yeah. And you know what's crazy? And a lot of the throws were terrible throws by Carson Wentz. He was overthrowing a lot of receivers. Some of them wasn't on the money. And I'm going to be honest with you, man. His accuracy is terrible, bro. His accuracy is not his accuracy is not that good, bro. I'm being honest with you. And it's what sucks for me, because I'm from the area, right? A lot of Eagle fans is calling my phone, texting my phone. Oh, don't ever talk about Devontae Smith. First and foremost, if we was to have Jalen Hurts instead of Carson Wentz, let's switch the quarterbacks around. Give us Jalen Hurts and you have Carson Wentz, and I promise you the same result would have happened. We would have won the game, but guess what? We would have dominated the game. I think we would have destroyed the Eagles if we had Jalen Hurts at quarterback. See, a quarterback is the most important position on the team, and our quarterback was not accurate. Our quarterback was turning the ball over left and right. Our quarterback was missing wide open receivers. He was not throwing the ball, and some of even the short passes was behind the wide receiver and not good passes. So let's just keep it real, bro. He wants to KLC is overrated. Let's be honest. Hey, listen, I'm gonna have a little bit more grace for KLC. I know this might sound crazy because I am talking heavy about him. He got to show me something with JJ McCarthy. I'm gonna wait until I see him coach JJ McCarthy. Now, if JJ McCarthy looks absolutely horrible, yes, he's going to throw some interceptions. Yes, he's going to make mistakes. He's a second-year quarterback. I'm not calling him a rookie no more. He's a second-year quarterback that hasn't got any opportunity because of injuries. So, if JJ McCarthy looks horrible, I am going to hold him accountable, but and I said this time and time again, I hold KOC more accountable than anything when it comes to because the play calling is absolutely horrible. Absolutely horrible. You have to run the ball. I know it's a boring concept for everybody that's in the building. Running the ball, and I know y'all know because I'm talking to intelligent people that's in the chat. Running the ball, especially in the red zone, is a very good thing to do. Honestly, running the ball in general is a very good thing to do. You have to establish the run and don't go away from the run. Like they didn't run the ball enough, bro, to even help out Carson Wentz. In the red zone, let me say that one more time. We was in the red zone 6 times. We got a touchdown. One of the trips was a touchdown, but it was a trick play. I'm not saying I don't count it, but it is what it is. When it comes to the other 5 opportunities, field goal, field goal, field goal, field goal. Like, dude, you gotta do more than just field goals, bro. Yes, I do. I love that we scored points, but the thing about it, right? How many field goals do you need to equal up to 1 touchdown? If you get a touchdown and an extra point, that's 7 points. That means you need 3 field goals to equal 1 touchdown and an extra point, right? So you're playing behind all game because you're just hitting field goals and the Eagles are scoring touchdowns. And then that pick 6, oh my gosh, even the pick 6, that hurt us up. That by far hurt us the most, that pick 6, right? You take that pick 6 away, we could have definitely won this game. But Carson Wentz was in his bag when it comes to throwing interceptions left and right. But my whole point is, field goals are solid to come away with something. But you got to get more touchdowns. You got to score at least a couple more touchdowns, bro. You can't score 5 field goals and expect that your team's going to win, especially when your quarterback is throwing for pick 6s, bro. A pick 6. You know what I mean? But I'm going to give KOC some grace just because I want to see what he does with JJ McCarthy. Now, I will hold him accountable more if JJ McCarthy is playing just not good because of the play call. Now, if JJ McCarthy's throwing interception and he's just not making right decisions, okay, I'm going to say what I have to say. But I blame the play calling more than anything. And I've been said, at first I was talking about JJ, he need to step up. And yes, he does have to step up. But it's really the play calling. The play calling was absolutely horrible. Bro, you are rushing him. That's how Robert Griffin got hurt. How are you rushing him after he sat a whole year? I got to ask that question. How is that considered rushing a quarterback when he missed his whole rookie season? How is that considered rushing a quarterback when he missed most of the season this year? How is it rushing a quarterback when you have all these young quarterbacks doing what they're doing right now? You got Bo Nix doing his thing. You got You got Drake May doing this thing. You got Jaden Daniels, Caleb. You got Bo Nix. You got Jackson Dart is a rookie and he's playing lights out right now. Even against the loss against the Broncos, he played lights out. So why is it that we feel like we're rushing a quarterback? How does a player get better if he never plays? I gotta ask you that question because sitting on the bench and observing the field is not going to get you better. I don't care how much training camp you do. I don't care how much. I know the plays. It's not the same thing as you actually in the game under fire with a defense that's trying to sack you, a defense that's trying to pick you off, a defense that's trying to destroy you. It is not the same. How is that considered rushing to play your top 10 pick in 2024 NFL draft? And there's no other quarterback that should be in front of him. Carson Wentz just got on the team. He was not supposed to be playing right now. The only reason why Carson Wentz is playing is because of JJ McCarthy's injury. That's the reason. I'm not going with the other like respectfully. I disagree with all the fans saying that he got benched. No, JJ McCarthy did not get benched. He had a high ankle sprain and he got injured. That's why he didn't play. So all the people that saying that we're rushing him, I respectfully, highly disagree with you because why are all these other young quarterbacks playing well? Why are they all playing good? And I'm talking about dudes that just got on the field this year. So you're telling me that JJ McCarthy is such a project where he gotta wait like 3 years to sit on the bench to finally get an opportunity to play? I'm not going for it. Then why'd you draft him with the 10th overall pick? Why'd you draft him with the 10th overall pick? If you felt like he had to wait 3 years to develop on the bench, you can't fully develop off the bench. I understand people want to say the history of, well, what about Aaron Rodgers? Well, Aaron Rodgers was, he had to wait his turn because of Brett Favre. When people say about Jordan Love, well, Jordan Love had to wait his turn because of Aaron Rodgers. Those are two all-time great quarterbacks. We don't have that on the roster to be waiting. We don't have that all-time great quarterback for JJ McCarthy to sit for 3 years and then finally put him out there. And then we're looking around like that. So you got Drake May getting to the playoffs. You got Jaden Daniels getting to the playoffs. You got Bo Nix getting to the playoffs. All these quarterbacks that was in his draft. In his draft. And we want to wait and say we got to wait and just wait another year. No. Respectfully, I disagree with that. Respectfully. Wins and one done in the players. Mike, what's good? What's going on? Trick shot. Shout out to you, my guy. Yo, God bless, bro. In the channel, I always say it, but once again, I say had no business trading Darnold. Hey, listen, man. A lot of people can say that now. Hindsight is 2020. Is that how you say it? I understand, but I still feel like the Vikings made the right decision. We just don't know what we have at quarterback. And then we still have a lot of Viking fans saying that we shouldn't even play JJ McCarthy. Even if he's healthy, we got Viking fans still to this day saying that we shouldn't even try. We shouldn't even see what JJ McCarthy can do. We're going to wait until JJ McCarthy is 30 years old, and then we'll say, oh, let's play him. Let's play him when he's 30. Let's play him when he's 27 years old, and then we'll go see if he can play. No, bro. He's a top 10 pick. You have quarterbacks that got drafted after him that is playing right now. You're telling me JJ McCarthy's not that talented? I don't believe that. JJ McCarthy can make all the throws. JJ McCarthy has that it factor. Why are we scared? Scare money don't make no money. You ever heard of that saying? Scare money don't make no money. You can't go into the season saying that, oh, well, my quarterback got hurt. Carson Wentz played a couple games, looked good. We can't play our guy because we're rushing him now. What? What are we talking about? He needs to play to get better. I'm sorry to say this, y'all. For all those people that think we need to rest JJ McCarthy for the remainder of the season. So what are we going to do next year? What are we going to do next year? So we going to say we can't play him next year either? Like, how many years do we have to wait? That's all I'm asking. How many years do you have to wait to play a young quarterback? After seeing what I've been seeing with these young quarterbacks, not saying that all quarterbacks are the same, and I know it's different situations for each of the quarterbacks that are playing pretty good. They're playing and they're making mistakes. Drake May last year made a lot of mistakes, and now this year he's doing his thing. It's all a part of developing. It's all about getting experience. You know what I mean? Vikings will be okay. It was just a matter of one too many mistakes. They have seasoned coaching staff that will get things in order. Yes, I agree with that. I agree with that. But at the same time, the biggest thing I'm concerned about is when my guy, the guy that I am excited to see more than anybody on this football field, and even including Justin Jefferson, bro. I haven't seen a franchise quarterback in the Minnesota Viking uniform since Dante Culpepper. Teddy Bridgewater got hurt. He couldn't be the franchise quarterback because he had that freak injury. Christian Ponder, no disrespect, I'm not going to even include him. I go back as far as Culpepper. That's when I seen a franchise quarterback. Kirk Cousins, he was all right. I'm not going to hate. We saw Sam Darnold for 1 year, so he doesn't really count because we let him go. We didn't even get to see Danny Dimes. We let him go as well. So I'm not even going to include Sam Darnold. I'm not going to include Danny Dimes. And it's just like, when are we going to see our guy? When are we going to see the guy that we drafted? And if you didn't think that JJ McCarthy was the guy for us, you should have traded everything you needed to trade up for and go get you Jaden Daniels. Go get you Drake May if they wanted to trade. They wasn't trading out of that pick. Patriots wasn't getting, they was going to draft Drake May. So you could have probably traded with the Bears. I know that's a division rival. You could have traded up with the Commanders to try to get Jaden Daniels. Or you could have looked into trading up to get Michael Penix. Or you could have traded backwards and drafted Bo Nix. There's other reasons. If you felt like if JJ McCarthy wasn't the guy you thought he could be, then why'd you draft him? That's what I'm saying. For all the fans that wants him to sit every single year, we're rushing him. He didn't play last year because of injury. He's not playing this year for injury. Injuries are a part of the game, but at the same time, when he's healthy, why are we not going to play him? Everybody that's in the building, I need everybody that's in the building, make sure you double tap that screen, hit the like button. Can I get 3 likes? Can I get 3 more likes? Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. We're going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. Whether you a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. Everybody is welcome to this YouTube channel, and this is one YouTube family. Sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. But I will say this as a big-time Minnesota Viking fan. The old saying is, we're going to beat the brakes off of y'all, but right now it's looking kind of iffy. It's looking a little iffy right now as a Viking fan. I usually say we're going to beat the brakes off of y'all when we see y'all, but I'm going to say it when it comes to the Chargers. When we see the Chargers this Thursday, we're going to beat the brakes off of y'all. That's how I feel, and I'm going to keep them saying it, and I'm hoping I'm right. But I'm hoping that we play our guy. By this point, we should just give the other team the ball for free once we hit the red zone. Hey, listen, it's bad. Chris, what's good? Against the Chargers, we need JJ McCarthy. If he's still hurt, Max Brosmer, Carson Wentz has to go. Hey, listen, I hear that narrative about Max Brosmer. I would love to play Max Brosmer. So my question to all the Viking fans that's scared to play JJ McCarthy, so you rather play an undrafted free agent, or what round was Max Brosmer? Was he an undrafted free agent? So you're telling me you rather play an undrafted free agent quarterback that's not supposed to be even close as good as Jay. I'm going to tell you this right now. Let me give you this narrative. Let me paint this picture for all the Viking fans that don't want to play JJ McCarthy. Let me paint this picture. Hear me out. Imagine Max Brosmer plays. Imagine Max Brosmer playing good. Now you just open up a whole nother can of worms. Now, if Max Brosmer plays and he looks good, for the JJ McCarthy people like me, because guess what? There's going to be another narrative flowing out there. And you know what the narrative is going to be? Well, how did Max Brosmer get the play already and he's looking better than JJ McCarthy has looked? I'm trying to tell you what's going to happen. Do people understand where I'm coming from? This is why JJ has to play. Because if you don't play him and you have Max Brosmer on that field throwing touchdown passes to Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison, guess what the whole new narrative is going to be? Well, shoot, maybe Max Brosmer could be our guy. I promise you that's what's going to happen. I guarantee you that's going to happen. Because they're going to say, well, if JJ McCarthy is a top 10 pick in the 2024 NFL draft, and we just drafted Max Brosmer, undrafted free agent, we not drafted him, we signed him, and he's already looking better already. Oh, we might have made a mistake at quarterback. I'm trying to tell y'all. There's a group of Viking fans that's already writing off JJ McCarthy. So this is This is like, this is the scenario that they want to happen. This is the scenario I don't want to happen. Not that I'm cheering against Max Brosmer. That's not what I'm doing. But I want to see my guy on the field and prove to the doubters that he was worthy to be that top 10 pick, the highest pick in Minnesota Viking history when it comes to a quarterback. I want him to prove it. I want him to prove it. Against the Chargers, we need JJ McCarthy. Yeah, facts. Instead of Wentz, we should have brought Case back. Oh my gosh, I would love that, bro. I would love that, Prods. Weren't you wearing a Vikings helmet the other day preaching how the Eagles are trash? I never said the Eagles were trash. That's false. But I did say that they look suspect, and I did say we was gonna beat the brace off of them. The Eagles beat us, but I'll tell you one thing. I feel like the Eagles should have destroyed us. The way we played, the Eagles should have beat us by 30. I know a win's a win. It is what it is. But I feel like the way that the Vikings played and could not score touchdowns, respectfully, the Eagles won. I got nothing but respect. I'm a big supporter of Jalen Hurts. I'm not one of those Viking fans, oh, Jalen Hurts can't throw. Jalen Hurts is one of the best quarterbacks in the game. I put him above all the quarterbacks besides Patrick Mahomes overall right now because that man knows how to win the dang on game. I know Josh Allen is a guy that is very, very talented. I love Josh Allen. I love Lamar Jackson. I love Joe Burrow. But the only quarterback that has won a Super Bowl besides, and Matthew Stafford's won a Super Bowl. But I put Jalen Hurts above Matthew Stafford right now because I just feel like just what Jalen Hurts accomplished, getting to the Super Bowl 2 times already, and he's still young. And his team has a good chance to represent the NFC again. Even with all the hiccups this season, they still have a chance to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl again. But I have a lot of respect for Jalen Hurts. And I would say this to all the Eagle fans. Listen, respectfully, and I'm not making no excuses. If we give you Carson Wentz, let's replay the game. We'll give you Carson Wentz, and we'll take Jalen Hurts. And I promise you the results will be different. Not taking away anything from the Eagles. The Eagles deserve to win. They made enough plays to win. And they threw the ball over. Our defense got torched in the secondary. We stopped the run, but we couldn't stop the passing game. And Jalen Hurts was the main reason. That throw to Devontae Smith over the top and over Isaiah Rodgers was absolutely remarkable. I loved it. Not that I loved it, but it was a nice pass. It was a nice play. That one nice pass to A.J. Brown on the left side, and Josh Metellus was trying to guard him. We had our safety try to guard one of the best receivers in the game, and A.J. Brown on the left side. I said, bro, that was a lot. That was some touch right there, that throw by Jalen Hurts, and it was just a great play by A.J. Brown. But at the same time, hey, listen, I feel like y'all should have dominated us way more because we were absolutely horrible offensively. In the second half, y'all cooked us in the second half defense offensively. But honestly, bro, y'all got the win. I have a lot of love for Eagle fans because they're Sixer fans. I'm Philly, everything besides football. But at the same time, I feel like y'all should have cooked us. Y'all should have cooked us. Those 2 interceptions by that pick 6 and that other interception by Carson Wentz in the first half, y'all should have beat us by like 30, bro. But that's how good our defense was in that first half. That our defense in that first half held it down. You know what I'm saying? Not sure if he's that good anymore, but he was in 2017. But again, yeah, I love Case Keenum. Now you want Hurst. The other day you called Hurst trash. I never called Hurst trash. You got me mistaken for somebody else. I never once said that Hurts is trash. You never heard that come from me. Never. If you can find that clip, send it to me. Never once I said. I was one of the few Viking fans before y'all even drafted Jalen Hurts when he transferred from Alabama to Oklahoma. I was telling Eagle fans, y'all got a dog. I had Eagle fans tell me, you don't know what you're talking about. He can't throw. He's not accurate. I was telling Eagle fans that Jalen Hurts was that dude. So no, I never said that he was trash. Did I say that we're going to beat the brakes off of him and sack him and get interceptions? Yes. What am I supposed to say as a Viking fan? You want me to just bow down and say, oh, well, Jalen Hurts is so much better. He's going to destroy my defense. No. Why would I say that? I'm a Viking fan. I'm not an Eagle fan. I'm not going to sit here and give them too much respect. I got respect for Jalen Hurts, but never will I say that he was trash. I was never a Viking fan that said that Jalen Hurts was a trash. Find that clip, send it to me. I want to see it for myself. Vikings got smacked around. No, we didn't get smacked around. I feel we got beat, but we didn't get smacked around. That's a false statement. Respectfully, excuses is all I hear. Eagles exposed that soft. Yeah, they did what they had to do. I'm not giving no excuse. I'm not saying no excuses. I feel like y'all should have beat us worse. Y'all deserve to win. Yeah, y'all deserve to win that game. Y'all deserve to win that game. Of course, another person blaming the defense. Joey, did you watch the game? Vikings are survivor school. Refs were dumb. Wentz sucked. Yeah, Wentz was absolutely horrible. Wentz was horrible. Let's keep it real. But everybody's in the building. Can I get a couple more likes? Even all the Eagle fans in the building. You guys are welcome to this YouTube channel. Salute to each and every one of y'all. Appreciate all the people that's in the building rocking with your boy. Can you hit the like button? Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, you're welcome to this YouTube family. Sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. And I also have, hold on real quick. What's going on with my mouse? I also have another YouTube channel that I cover the Sixers. I cover the Phillies. I cover the Flyers because it is Philly, everything besides football. NFL football to be exact. And if you're wondering why I'm from Pennsylvania and I'm a Viking fan, it's because of Randy Moss, the greatest wide receiver of all time. And that's just my opinion. People going to disagree, but we're going to have to agree to disagree. I got my boy Randy Moss as the GOAT at quarterback. But I say that respectfully. That doesn't mean I take away from some of these all-time great wide receivers like Jerry Rice and Larry Fitzgerald. The list goes on. Terrell Owens and all these other great wide receivers. Just for me, in my opinion, I'm entitled to have my own opinion. I feel like Randy Moss is the greatest wide receiver of all time. That's just my opinion. But yeah, shout out to everybody that's in the building. Truly appreciate y'all. And also, let me put my link down below. If you are into basketball, I will be live for the NBA. I will be doing breaking news for NBA, and I will be going live play-by-play style for the Sixers and other teams. You know, when we play another team, you know, I'll be live for that game. I'm going to put it in the chat right now. But shout out to everybody that's in the building. Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate all the support. Appreciate all the love. But yeah, I am frustrated. I'm a frustrated Viking fan right now because I feel like our team is just falling apart. But no, I don't believe that the season is over. I don't believe that. But at the end of the day, I got to keep it real. Our team did not show up when it counted, and I got to keep it 100. But yeah, that's my link right there. Click on that link. Hit the subscribe button on that channel as well if you haven't already. Injuries don't make you a bust. Yeah. If JJ ain't ready by now, then he's likely a bust. I think that, like my boy said, injuries don't make you a bust. But what I will say is when JJ McCarthy finally does get back, he has to stay healthy. I know injuries are part of the game, but my goodness, he has to please. And I'm not saying that it's all on KOC, but I feel like KOC could make sure you establish that run, some quick slants, some quick passes, quick plays, and get the ball out of his hands a lot more. For Phil against the Lions, can't wait. Oh man, McCarthy, if he isn't healthy, put in Max Brosmer. Yeah. Darnold, the KLC, after all offseason, this Darnold is regular season king. That's all. What did you think about? But I will say this though, Prods. I don't even want to necessarily say that about Sam Darnold because Sam Darnold's playing pretty darn good. He hasn't had stability with any franchise to be honest with you. And you just never know. He might be. They said the same thing about who did they say that? Oh, they said the same thing about what's another quarterback they said it about? They said the same thing about Peyton Manning before Peyton Manning won his first Super Bowl. Peyton Manning won his first Super Bowl, and then everybody shut up about it. But they said the same thing about Peyton. Peyton was always great in the regular season, and he couldn't win it. He kept losing in the playoffs. And then once he got over the top and won that first Super Bowl, no one could say that narrative. So I'm not going to hate on Darnold because he's not on our team. He's having a pretty darn good season right now. When is JJ coming back? B. Wayne, listen, I wish I knew. Do I want him to play against the Chargers? Yes. I feel like he needs to play against the Chargers. I feel like if JJ McCarthy is 80%, 85% healthy, bro, you need to put him out there. Nobody's healthy right now. And this is not just coming from me. This is coming from a lot of people that love the Vikings. In the NFL season, you're not going to be 100% after that first week. After that first week of football, you're not going to be 100%. That's just how I look at it. And it's not me trying to rush JJ McCarthy. I just want the man to get experience. In order for you to get experience, you have to play the game. There's a reason they have a head coach who helps with the quarterback, does good. KLC isn't play calling or nothing. He doesn't adapt. No, he doesn't adapt, Cody. That's another thing. When the first comment you made, what was the first comment you made? You made the comment about why didn't we run the ball in the red zone? I couldn't even answer that question for you because I'm not KOC. I think, my opinion is KOC thinks, what is my boy C-Pro said this yesterday. I think he said he overthinks it. He makes it so complicated. Pride, leave in the comments. Did you say this yesterday, bro? Did you say this yesterday about KLC where you were like, you said something on the lines of like, KLC, he'd rather do it, like he'll do a trick play. It worked for the TD, but why don't you just keep it simple and run the dang ball? Run the ball. Run the freaking ball. Why are you making things so complicated? Red zone. I think my bull said that. I'm not 100% sure. B-Flow has been covering up a defense lack of talent the past couple years. That's a fact. I believe that. Darnold is but like oh man. Sam Darnold, baby. Sam Darnold, baby. Revolving door deep and a bunch of blitzing ain't gonna work against real quarterbacks. You know what? Know what I think would work though? If your offense can score some dang on points. If your offense can stop struggling to score points, maybe our defense can play a little bit better. Meaning, maybe we could play our play calling on defense could be a lot different so we could be a little bit more aggressive and put a lot of pressure because we're playing too passive on like the zone. Middle of the field was wide open a couple of times. And it's because we're trying to play perfect defense. A defense, I don't care how good of a defense you have. A defense can't play perfect defense for all 4 quarters. I don't care what defense it is. Not any defense in the league right now. Maybe if you're talking about the Legion of Boom, you're talking about the Ravens defense with Ed Reed and Ray Lewis and all that, maybe the Iron Curtain, the Purple People Eaters back in the day. You might be talking about those defenses, but the defense that we have, you can't play perfect all 4 quarters. And if your offense can't score touchdowns in the red zone, that puts more pressure on your defense to literally shut it down. It's a lot. It's a lot. The defense is doing their job. Even after that second interception by Carson Wentz, we held it down. And we didn't give up anything, bro. Do y'all remember that? We didn't give up anything. Even after that second interception, our defense held it down. How about them Broncos? The Broncos look good, bro. Broncos look real good. Chargers, the Go Birds. We got a lot of Eagle fans in the building. Shout out to the Eagle fans, man. Chargers on a short week with no O-line. Y'all probably win that. They look terrible. Hey, listen, I'm not sleeping on no team, bro. I get what you're saying. I'm not sleeping on any team. Listen, every win for the Vikings is a big win for me. I don't care if we win against the 0-7 Jets or 0-6 Jets. Bro, that's a big win for me. Every game is a big game in the NFL. Like any given Sunday you can take an L. And they still got Justin Herbert. They still got one of the best quarterbacks in the game. I like Justin Herbert a lot. Chargers on short. It don't matter which quarterback y'all play. They both can't help themselves from throwing picks. At least Wentz can kind of throw the ball down the field. Well, this is the only thing, Rez. As a big-time Viking fan, right? The reason why I want our guy, JJ McCarthy, to play, even with the mistakes, he's going to grow and be the quarterback that we want him to be. You know what I'm saying? He's going to learn from his mistakes. In order for you to get better, you learn from your mistakes. That's life in general. Only way you get better at stuff is you learn from your mistakes. You know what I mean? So it's a difference between, all right, we're trying to get our franchise quarterback to be the franchise quarterback by getting experience, and then a guy that's a veteran quarterback, that's a backup, just throwing interception after interception after interception. We know he's not the future of this team. He's our backup. And I say that in a respectful way. I'm not saying that he's not a solid backup, but he's a backup. That's all. Penix is no good. What? I like Penix. Great stream so far, man. Oh, Mark, shout out to you, bro. Everybody snipping and hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. Whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. Everybody is welcome to this YouTube channel. Sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. And I truly feel that way. That's just how I feel, man. You could be from outer space. You could be from a whole nother galaxy. You could be from yeah. You could be from a whole another galaxy. You're welcome to this YouTube channel. All I ask, if you're from another galaxy, let a brother know. Let a brother know. I don't want nobody coming over here saying Mike Sports Vibes invited a whole nother galaxy to be a part of his channel, and all these aliens are yeah. I don't want that. I don't want that. What happened to the Steelers and Vikings? You are talking mad-ish, not mad though. Hey, listen. The Steelers won that game. They beat us. I mean, I'm gonna talk mad-ish about every game. You know what I mean? I feel like we're gonna beat the brakes off the Chargers, but it's not gonna be an easy dub. I wouldn't be surprised if it goes down to the wire. But I'm a Viking fan. I'm gonna talk ish against any team. Yes, I give respect when respect is due. When they beat us, I gave them respect. But at the end of the day, that's just what it is. That's just what it is. I'm going to talk my talk. I still think McCarthy is the franchise quarterback, but we did have one in 2017. Case Keenum Zimmer made a terrible decision. We would have won with him. You know what, though, bro? And we could have ran it back in 2018, bro. The problem is, guess who was our GM? Our GM wanted Kirk Cousins. So you got to go into the GM and what the GM was thinking, bro. The GM wanted Kirk Cousins, bro, because he didn't think Case Keenum was the guy. Remember that. I'm not sure if you remember that. 100% Case could have won a Super Bowl if Zimmer wasn't in it. Yeah, but Zimmer had that defense playing well. If JJ isn't healthy, he can't be effective. JJ was the third emergency quarterback. If he wasn't that healthy, why would he be, hypothetically speaking, emergency quarterback if Max Brosmer went down and Carson Wentz went down? So he's healthy enough to be the third quarterback. So I believe he's healthy enough to actually play. We'll see what happens. You are saying his name wrong, by the way. At least Zimmer always had the team ready to come. Yes, after bye. I don't know what KOC's problem is with that. Too soft. And you know, I read a comment. Everybody's in the building. Make sure you double tap the screen, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Now, I read a comment, not on my channel, on another channel. And the comment said that our fan base is soft. Now, let me say this. I don't agree with that. But what I will say is our team plays soft. And I think it's because of our coach. It's not because we have soft players. Now, don't get it twisted. It's not because we got soft players. I'm not going that far. And I'm not saying the team is soft at all. But I will say, when you're in the red zone 6 times and you don't run the ball, it seems a little soft to me. It does. It does. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. That's just my opinion. It's because of our coach, bro, with the play calling. Zimmer had a good years, then went to crap a couple years, yeah. Get this guy out the line. If KLC puts in Carson Wentz against the Chargers, he deserves to be fired if we lose. Oh, dang. Dang, Cody. But yeah, to be honest, it felt like Minnesota did everything to lose. Then the Eagles won. Yeah, listen. I'm not gonna say we should have won. But when you get to the red zone, it wasn't like the Eagles defense was so dominant that we couldn't move the ball. It was finishing the drive. That was the issue. That was the issue, bro. Like, come on. We had the game. And shout out to everybody in the building. Hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Be going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. Everybody's welcome to this YouTube channel, whether you a Viking fan or not. And I always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. But as a big-time Minnesota Viking fan, we will beat the brakes off your team. I know we losing. I know we taking L's right now. We going against the Chargers Thursday night. We going to beat the brakes off of them. It is what it is. Jalen Hurts been, but he's still winning, though. Jalen Hurts hasn't played well, but he's still winning. Who wins tonight? I got the who plays tonight? I keep forgetting who plays tonight. I got the Bucks beating the Lions, and I got the Texans beating the Seahawks. Watch, I be wrong. I hope I'm not wrong, especially about the first game I just said. I hope the Bucks can win that game. Had to run Mason straight ahead in the red zone, they would have scored more. Yo, Blade Running, you're 100% facts. This is why when people say that the team is soft, it's not because the team is soft. It's the play calling, bro. It's the play calling. That's just my opinion. Cowboys whooped us. Yo, Cowboys beat the brakes off the Commanders, bro. Oh, my gosh, bro. Like, that Prescott and that offense, George Pickens is looking really good, bro. That trade, that signing looks very good right now. Yeah. The Cowboys look very good right now offensively. Defensively, they're still not the best. Someone Coach the red zone, who plays Madden. Who wins? Read that. Shout out to Rise Opinion Don't Matter. Shout out to you. Appreciate all the support. Cowboys whooped us. I got that. Bears go Bears, but can't lie. Bears go. Yeah, the Bears look pretty darn good. And guess what? You have to play your young quarterback. Guess what? Caleb played his rookie season and he's playing now, and the Bears are cooking right now. You can't go every single year and say we don't want to rush your quarterback. How are we rushing? What year? I got a question for everybody that says that we're rushing our quarterback. How many years does a quarterback have to sit on the bench until it's not considered rushing? I got to answer. I got to get an answer for that question. How many years does a quarterback have to sit in order for you to feel comfortable to play your quarterback? I'm just wondering. How you liking Dart? I think Dart was playing very good against one of the best defenses yesterday, bro. Dart was playing amazing. It took everything the Broncos had to beat the Giants yesterday, bro. The Broncos are one of the best teams in the NFL. The Broncos literally took every second of the game to beat the Giants. And Jackson Dart is playing pretty darn good. Let me say this because this is a rookie. Was considered rushing because they just started playing Jackson Dart. And Jackson Dart was 15 of 33 for 283 passing yards, 3 throwing touchdowns, 1 interception. He got sacked 4 times. You got to play your guy. And that's not all, y'all. He also he also had a rushing touchdown as well. So he had 4 touchdowns altogether. You have to play your young quarterback. That's all I'm saying. We got too many injuries. Daniel went down, and we need to protect him better. Oh, man, that sucks. That sucks, Big Grids. That sucks. I don't like Minnesota Vikings. Detroit better than the Vikings. Okay, gamer. Respectfully, we're going to see what happens when we beat the brakes off of the Lions. Don't go nowhere. We're going to beat the brakes off of y'all. Bear down. Bro, the Bears won 4 weeks straight. Yeah, the Bears look good right now. But shout out to you, gamer. I can't wait until my Bears get their revenge on the Vikings. Oh, Dustin, he wants that revenge, bro. He said, Mark Olsen said, Caleb Williams was better his rookie year than JJ is now. Oh, my God. But the reason why, bro, because JJ isn't playing, bro. And people still don't want him to play. I don't know why. Why are people scared to play JJ McCarthy? Can somebody answer this question in the comments below? For real. It depends because the Packers had Favre, who had a Super Bowl win in the coaching. Yeah, right. And hold on. But shout out to everybody that's in the building. Appreciate y'all. All right. Let me block this weirdo because we're not going to put that in the comments. All right, so yeah, we have to get JJ to play. They are scared because they don't want to lose. Well, we losing now. Hey, listen, we're losing now. So why not play your young quarterback and see what you have? Because maybe he gives us a boost of energy and we start winning. You never know until you try. That's how I look at it. Is JJ McCarthy a bust? Nobody really knows. I don't believe he's a bust. But how can you say he's a bust if he hasn't played? He knows that better than any other defense on the planet. If not now, then when would you play him? Facts, bro. When are we going to ever play JJ McCarthy? He needs to play against the Chargers. Period. Period. Everybody wants to be so scared to play him, but you got all these other young quarterbacks playing. These other franchises, why are we scared to play our young quarterback? We ain't never win a Super Bowl. We ain't never win a Super Bowl. We're trying to get a Super Bowl. In order for us to get our Super Bowl, we need to figure out if we have our franchise quarterback. In order to figure out if we have our franchise quarterback, he has to get on the field. And he has to play. And learn from his mistakes. Will it look good all the time? No. But at the end of the day, how can you know if we're scared to freaking play our quarterback? At the end of the day, how can you know if he's good if you're so scared of, oh, well, we're rushing him? How are we rushing him? He missed his whole rookie season. We had other quarterbacks that got drafted in the same class that played their rookie season. Michael Penix played his rookie season. Bo Nix. I'm not going to go down the list. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. But my point is you have to play him. You have to play him. Regardless of how scared you are to see him fail, you have to see what he can do. It's kind of like a new job. You get hired. You train, right? And then after a couple of days of training, what they going to do? They're going to see if you can do the job. And if you can't do the job, guess what they're going to do? You know what? Sometimes they fire you. Sometimes they give you a little bit more training. But it depends. It's the same thing with the quarterback position. You're not going to get better by sitting on the bench. Respectfully, I disagree with every Viking fan that says that you need to sit him on the bench for another couple of years. No. For what? For what? So you want him to sit on the bench and watch Carson Wentz be the starter? And watch Max Brosmer be the starter? It's not Brett Favre or Aaron Rodgers in front of him. It's not a Hall of Fame quarterback in front of him. Respectfully. But I tell y'all this, if Max Brosmer plays over Carson and he looks good, I promise you, people are going to call JJ a bust because they're going to say, well, how is Max Brosmer, an undrafted free agent, looking better than JJ McCarthy? That's what's going to happen, y'all. So my whole thing is this. Be careful what you wish for. Because, yes, we know Carson Wentz ain't the future. We don't know about Max Brosmer. Even though he's an undrafted free agent, you never know. He plays, throwing some dimes to Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison, and then we're going to have another question on her. We're going to have another question mark at quarterback. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's okay to see he babying him. Facts. I'd rather have some rookie making mistakes and learning. Yes. Washed up. Fact. Bro, nobody understands that, bro. Not nobody. People don't understand that. The ones that feel like we're rushing JJ McCarthy, we're not rushing JJ McCarthy, bro. We're not. Nah, they need JJ McCarthy back. Facts, bro. And shout out to my guy Nathan in the building. He said, who they? Yeah, bro. Shout out to the Eagles putting bro. You know what? Shout out to the Eagles, man. I can't even hate on the Eagles, but respectfully, this is what I would say to all you Eagle fans. When we play, if and when we play y'all in the playoffs, we will beat the brakes off of y'all. Respectfully speaking. This ain't me talking trash. This is just me talking that talk. This ain't me talking trash. This is just me talking that talk. As a big-time Minnesota Viking fan, that's one thing that your boy's going to do is talk that talk. We're going to beat the brakes off the Eagles next time we play. We get revenge. And what makes it even better is we're going to beat y'all in Philly. But guess who's going to be the quarterback? It's going to be JJ McCarthy. Hopefully. when he was at Michigan, it was the same thing. They didn't let him loose. Yes. But the difference between him with Michigan and the Vikings is he was playing. In Minnesota, he's not playing because of injury. So we'll see what happens. But I agree. You gotta let him loose. They need JJ McCarthy back. Facts. Shout out to the Eagles, yeah. Shout out to the Broncos. We got some Bronco fans in the building. I need everybody that's in the building right now to hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. Whether you a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. Sports are designed to bring us together and not separate us. And I truly feel that way. You're welcome to the YouTube family, regardless if you're a Viking fan or not. And again, we go live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. Everybody is welcome to this YouTube channel. But respectfully speaking, as a big-time Minnesota Viking fan, I say this respectfully. Don't get in your feelings. I know we took the L against the Eagles. But respectfully speaking, we're going to beat the brakes off the Chargers. That's how I feel, and that's how I'm coming right now, brother. We're going to beat the brakes off the Chargers. Let's get it. Let's go to the bowl. All right. No, y'all won't, bro. He said, no, y'all won't. We'll see, Christopher. Why they baby McCarthy this last game? Scared to put him against a real man. I don't know, bro. I don't know. KLC let you win. He doesn't know how to run the ball. That's why Eagles won. He ain't nothing but a game manager. Hey, listen, listen. It don't matter to me about being a game manager. Game managers win Super Bowls. I don't care. Just don't turn the ball over. He said 6 red zone trips and only 1 TD is terrible. Facts. The lost sound. Salute to you for that comment. That is probably one of the best comments of the day. What did he say? Let me say this again for people that don't know. 6 red zone trips and only 1 TD is absolutely horrible, terrible, disgraceful. I don't know whatever words you want to come up with. It was bad. Bad, terrible. It was embarrassing. What's going on, Pat? He said he laughing. Game manager, not McCarthy, can get it done. And I don't care if McCarthy is a game manager. As long as he doesn't turn the ball over and he plays good football, we good. I don't care. If you win, you win. Who cares? Facts, Chase. If you win, you win. It don't matter to me. Let him be a game manager. Game manager is pretty darn good. They won multiple Super Bowls throughout the history of the NFL. But yeah, man, this is one of those times that I am honestly frustrated being a Viking fan because I just feel like everything I said is like happening. Almost everything I'm saying is happening when it comes to the whole JJ McCarthy situation. I said, as the weeks go, it's going to be harder and people are going to doubt and he's not going to have no experience. Bro, we about to be in week 8. The season is halfway over, bro. The season is about, listen, bro. We pretty much halfway through the dang on season. We don't even know if JJ McCarthy can play. That's the worst thing about this whole situation. We are halfway through the season. This year is going by quick for NFL. And we don't even know how good JJ McCarthy can be. We don't even know the potential of what his ceiling could be because he hasn't played. That's what makes this whole situation frustrating being a Viking fan right now. And we still got Viking fans trying to baby him and say, well, don't play him. He's not ready. When is he ever going to be ready? How many years do we have to wait? That's my question. It's sad because if Wentz didn't throw that pick 6, we would have beaten them. Man, bro, I want to play the what if stuff, bro. But at the end of the day, the Eagles took that dub. We took the L. And Carson Wentz was not good. His accuracy was absolutely terrible. That pick 6 was so embarrassing. I seen the linebacker sitting right there. I know I'm not the one on the field. I know I'm not the one throwing the dang on football. But I promise you, I would have seen that linebacker. That's a big linebacker right there that got that pick 6. I'm like, dude, He was trying to throw it to Justin Jefferson in like double, triple coverage. And the linebacker was right in the passing lane. And he threw it right to the line. I forgot the linebacker's name. Threw it right to him, bro. I wish the linebacker couldn't catch, so it wouldn't have been a pick six. But my goodness, bro. Pick six. It was terrible. And I can't even play the what if game because we took the L. We just got to play better as a team. Turnovers constantly hurt us. And play calling constantly hurt us. Yes, the defense in the second half got obliterated. But usually our defense is the one holding us afloat. And our offense doesn't do enough. And I'm tired of it saying the same thing. I'm tired of saying it. Our head coach is an offensive-minded head coach, Kevin O'Connell. He wants to continue being the play caller. So my whole thing is this. If you want to continue to be the play caller and you're an offensive-minded head coach, why is the identity of this team defense? Why, when you think of the Vikings this year, in my opinion, it's defense. It's not offense. It should be the opposite. When you have the type of offensive the wide receivers that we have, bro, we should talk about offense all the time. We should talk about, man, good luck trying to stop the Vikings from scoring 30 points a game. Good luck doing that. Nope. We struggle to score 20 points. We struggle to score 20 points, bro. And I'm just being honest. I'm not being negative. I'm being honest. He said, y'all season over. Well, we're 3-3. Technically, it's not over. We're in last place in our division, which absolutely sucks. But at the end of the day, the season is not over. We can easily go on a winning streak. We still haven't played any division games besides against the Bears. And right now we're 1-0 in our division. We haven't played any division games yet. So we have a chance to still do damage. But at the same time, it is over if our head coach doesn't want to allow JJ McCarthy to play. And see what we have. The thing is, people were saying Wentz will bring us a Super Bowl. Now the McCarthy haters want him to play. Why didn't weeks ago? I don't get it. And if Brosmer plays and plays great, then what? Fact, Chase. I've been saying it, bro. We're opening up another can of worms, bro. He says some fans already don't believe in McCarthy. So if Brosmer plays great, then they will really talk trash about him. I'm calling it. Facts. 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 That's the issue that we have right now. And at the end of the day, right? Hold on. At the end of the day, we got to see what we have. We got to see what we have at quarterback. That's all. I'm going to get off this live stream. Everybody that's in the building, thank you so much for vibing with your boy. Hit the like button on your way out. Hit the subscribe button on your way out. Salute to everybody in the building. God bless to each and every one of y'all. Make sure you double tap the screen, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We're going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. Whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. Everybody's welcome to this YouTube channel. I always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us, and I truly feel that way. Salute to everybody that's in the building. I am a big-time Minnesota Viking fan, and we'll see what happens for the rest of the season. The season is not over in my eyes, but I will say this respectfully as a big-time Minnesota Viking fan. I know it sounds kind of crazy for me to say this, but I'm going to say it anyway. We got Thursday night football against the Chargers. The Minnesota Vikings will beat the brakes off the Chargers. Skull to the bowl, baby. Let me read some of these last comments that my homies are saying. What's going on, ZB? Hey, listen, we got some Eagle fans in the building. Shout out to the Eagle fans. I'm Philly everything besides football. If you guys or anybody that's into basketball, please consider subscribing. Hold on. To my other channel. Hold on. What the heck? I did not mean to do that. My bad, y'all. Hold on. I did not mean to do that. Subscribe to my other channel. It's about I have another channel where I cover I cover the Sixers. I'll be covering the Flyers. I'll be covering baseball as well, boxing as well. Go check out that channel as well if y'all haven't already. But I want to say again, thank you so much for all y'all support. Appreciate y'all. We have these weapons and we can't score more than, yeah. And KLC is the biggest problem. Facts. Right now he is. But I still have confidence in him. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I've seen you do Sixers talk as well. Oh, thank you, bro. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you for all your support. All right, y'all. Peace out. You cover the Flyers. That's bad. Hey, I'm actually going to be covering hockey. I don't know too much about hockey, but on my other channel, please, everybody that's in the live chat right now, go subscribe to my other channel, Mike Sports Vibes Ballin'. I put the link in the comments right there. I will be covering some hockey this year. I'll be doing play-by-plays for hockey. No, I'm not an expert at hockey, so I am new. I don't even know all the players on the Flyers, but I'm going to try my best, and I know as I learn, I'll get better at the play-by-plays. I'm more of a basketball guy, so I will be going live a lot more for the NBA, but I am going to switch it up and do play-by-plays for the Flyers, and I'm also going to be doing, I would say the Phillies, but the Phillies got knocked out, so I'm not going to do play-by-play for the Phillies. In the first series against the Dodgers, the dang on station was on TBS, and I didn't have that station, so I said I'll do the next series when we beat the Dodgers, and of course, we lose to the Dodgers. So, couldn't do that. Sucks. But I will be live for my for the Flyers and the Sixers. I can't wait. Joel Embiid is officially back, I'm assuming, for game 1. I will be live for that game against the Celtics. Can't wait. Looking forward to it. But salute to everybody that's in the building. Appreciate y'all so much. And y'all need JJ back. Yes, you ain't lying. ZB Dan, you are 100% facts. Facts, bro. 100%. I agree with everything you said. But all right, y'all. Peace out. Have a wonderful day. Be safe. And as always, God bless. Peace out.